Hey guys, today I want to talk about whether or not belief in God is actually rational. Okay, because there's people in this world who don't believe in God, there's people in this world who do believe in God. Okay, and we have theology, and we have science, and we have all these things. And some people say, believing in God is not rational. Okay, it's what people used to do in the old days when they didn't know what was going on, and they used to, worship gods or whatever. And there's others that say, no, there is a real, true God who created all things. Okay, now, is belief in God rational? That's what we're going to have a look at. Now, I just want to give an example to help you guys understand what kind of approach we're going to take here today. Alright, so let's say you have a chef, right? And the chef makes a soup. And then the chef goes away. And you come into the room and you see the soup. All you can see is the soup, right? Obviously, the chef is not in the soup, right? So you can't examine the soup to find the chef, right? But you can look at the soup to determine whether or not it was cooked by a chef or if it was just stuff that was just randomly thrown together. Like, is everything cut evenly? Do the flavors make harmony and is it enjoyable? And all these different things that you can look at regarding that. Okay, now, sometimes agnostics or atheists may say, I need proof. Show me proof that God exists. Show me God and I'll believe. Okay? I understand why someone might say this. But here's the thing. Just like the chef is not in the soup and you won't find him there, all you can do is examine what was created. Okay? In our situation, if we're going to use science and these kind of tools to examine the world that we live in, to examine the universe, we're not going to find God in there. Okay? There's a possibility he might reveal himself, but we're not going to find him because just like the chef is not in the soup, God, by his own choice, is not in creation because he created everything, right? So if I created this thing, that means I existed before it and I'm independent of it. Okay? He can show himself if he wants to, but he's independent of creation. Right? So let's just agree with that if there is a God and he created all things, then he existed before creation, right? That makes sense. Right. So what we can do is examine the soup, if you will. Or let's take another example. Let's say you have a crime scene, right? So you have something that's been stolen, the thief got away, the police come, detectives come, and they examine the crime scene, right? They look for fingerprints, they look for DNA samples, they'll ask questions of different people, see their alibis, see was there a break-in or did the thief have access by some way, what time did it happen, who had access at that time, things like this. They'll examine the scene, ask questions, and based on this, based on the evidence they gather, but not a lot of the times it might not be just one piece of evidence, right? It could be, but sometimes it's a lot of things and they add up and it paints a picture. Because all these things form some kind of collective puzzle or story that point to something, that show that, it's most probably this person. Right? And this is how some court cases are won. The lawyer will give different evidence, and then based on that evidence, the judge can make a decision, or the jury, or whoever it is. So you might say, what's this got to do with belief in God being rational? Well, I'm about to tell you some evidence that has really made an impact on me. Right? And all this evidence together, maybe one of them won't be so, wow to you, let's say, but what if all of them collectively paint a picture? What if all of them collectively point to something and make a strong case for something? So I encourage you, watch the rest of the videos. Okay, I'm going to show a little bit of evidence that for me personally paint a picture and show that yes, this universe that we live in was indeed created by God. Okay, for some people it's enough to just look at the universe and say, wow, you know, this is amazing. God must have created this. For others, you know, they're more skeptical. That's you know, people are different. But I encourage you, watch the rest of the videos and then let me know what you think.